God gave that to Israel. That the law was given to Israel. The law wasn't given to me and you.
Right. Right.
See, we are Christians. See, we got to go by Christian law. Now, when you read what Jesus said, he couldn't rise.
So what happens when you take your own identity? You don't want to be a Christian. You want to be something else.
Yeah.
But as black people, we was originally Muslims.
Yeah, I understand where you're coming from.
But then the white man made us be Christians.
See, black people done got to the point now when you say God is uncreated spirit. No man ever seen God. Now, black people.
Sit down, man, because I like your knowledge.
No, man, you sit down. See, black people can give God a color. Most black people give God a color. They're going to tell you what color God is, and they never seen it. Now, how you going to say what color somebody just said and you ain't never seen it?
Right.
You see what I'm talking about?
But when they say color, are they talking about Jesus or are they talking about God?
I'm talking about God.
God?
They're talking about God. God is uncreated spirit.
Right.
No man knows the mind of God. No man. No man. I don't care what scientists say
Right.
or what somebody
I
says.
am.
I am that I am. The same way that God told Moses, tell Pharaoh, let my people go. Pharaoh said, who sent you? And Moses went back and talked with God and said, Pharaoh want to say, who sent me? He said, tell him I am that I am.
Yeah.
He ain't say nothing about no color, he ain't say nothing about no shape or nothing. He just said, tell him that I am what I am. Tell him that, that's all. And then Pharaoh still didn't want to believe it. And then God said, he hardened his heart. He did it. See? And just like I do. See? In the New Testament, there's a fellow tell me he don't believe in the New Testament.
Look, and like I said, I don't believe in a lot of things I read because some of them turn out to be not true.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Everybody comes out with a different version of everything.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I know there is a God, but I ain't going to believe half the stories I read. Because if we read in the Bible, some of those stories are not true. This is a man's version.
That's right. Now you take religion. I got Bibles. I got a 50-year-old Bible in my house. I read sometimes, family Bible.
And there's nothing like the ones that's out today.
And I tell you something. God, nobody brought religion on this earth, man. All religion is man-made. All of it. It's man-made. A person get out of work or something now, they open up a church, and they got followers. And the people don't read for themselves and learn something. See, like the scripture said, you can have all the wisdom, you can have all the knowledge, man-made. See, we're down here with man. Man teaches us. Everything we know down here, man taught us. You see what I'm talking about? You go on to child, man, give you a book to read, directions. God only got one book. Because man changes. See, because man shows you. I'm gonna leave you with this. Man shows three things.
All right, can I ask you a question? What book is that?
Well,
What book is that? You said God only made one book.
yeah,
Which
the
book
Bible.
is that?
The Bible.
So which Bible? And hold on, there's many Bibles. So are you talking the Quran? Are you talking about New Gideon?
I'm talking about.
King-
You're talking about
King
the
James.
original Bible that they started to change and take stuff out and put stuff in there. I understand what you're saying.
You know what did that? Man made religion. If you read in the book of Psalms, God said He give man in charge of this earth. Man run this earth, not God. God don't run this earth because God ain't no evil in God. There's no evil. Now, how you gonna listen? How you gonna run something and people say you did it when there's no evil in you?
So where do you think evil come from? Do you believe that, quote unquote, the white man came from evil?
No. Yeah, you know where I believe evil comes from? Because we were born in sin and shaped into iniquities. That's what the Bible says. All of us. I tell you what you do. You ever watch a little baby? You ever pay attention to a little baby?
Yes.
Can't talk, can't do nothing but to get the way. That sin in them. When they want to have the way, they stiffen up. When they want to see daddy, mama can come now. They don't pay mama no attention. But when the daddy come, they won't. They soften them. Sin is in them. They born in shame. Therefore, we got to get back to God to get that out of us. See, when you read the book of Proverbs, that's why God called Solomon the wisest man that ever lived. Solomon tell you about everybody. And all you got to do is read, because that's the book of wisdom and knowledge. And Solomon said Solomon said, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding come from the mouth of God. Come from the mouth of God. He didn't say nobody no other man. That's why God called him the wisest man that ever lived. Solomon had everything a man could have. And at the end of that book, Solomon's life, know what the book say? Those women turned his heart away from God. Those women. See?
Right.
Turned his heart. You remember reading that, don't you?
Not too much, but
Yeah, I tell you. Those the women's caused all this stuff. Don't let nobody fool you.
yeah.
In the garden, God gave man the law. Told Adam. He didn't tell Eve. He told Adam. And that woman introduced him. If you notice, when that woman ate it, nothing didn't happen. Nothing didn't happen. But the minute Adam had it, that's when they said, we are naked and tried to hide. God came down in the garden and read it. And they said, Adam, where are you? He knew he was on them fig trees, hiding himself. He said, we're naked. God asked me, who told him? Adam never answered the question.
So do you really believe in the apple story, or do you?
No.
You think it's...
I'm going to tell you something, what I believe in. You got secrets. I got secrets. That man, they got secrets. You got secrets going to carry you to your grave. Nobody never know it. The secret thing belongs to the Lord. In Deuteronomy 29:29, he tell you, the secret thing belongs to the Lord. The things that are revealed are for our children, for you, me, and all your generations. The things that are written. See, God got a hate list too. In the book of Proverbs, I think the 8th chapter. Things God hates, you like things you hate. This man hates, I hate.
And one last question. Do you believe that the first original man, Adam, was like your skin?
Like my skin? I don't know. It didn't say. The Bible says Adam made out of
No,
dust.
but what do you believe, though?
What?
Do you believe the first man on earth was a dark-skinned man like
I
yourself?
don't know. I can't say. I don't know what color he was. The only thing I know is that the scripture said that Adam was made out of the dust of the earth.
So dust is normally dark, yeah?
Have
you ever seen white dust?
White dust?
Yeah. So we made from
Yeah.
dirt.
It's the dirt.
So that would
See,
mean
that's why the Lord said ashes to ashes.
and dust to dust.
They say we're going to return back to ashes. Don't care what they do, you're going to turn back to the man.
So could you take that as being black?
Ashes are black too.
Could you take that as
you got
being black?
Ashes, and you
So-
got white ashes too.
Right.
You got them all. And see, that's why it didn't. That's why God didn't say certain things. That's God's secret. God said, "Man turned to the dust of this earth." That's all He said. He didn't say what color it was.
Yeah, right.
You see,
That's what it's earth.
You've been around a long.
Volcanoes and everything
You've been
else.
around a
Yeah.
long time. Have you ever heard of the Yakub story
about what?
about the creation of white man? Have you ever heard that story?
I've heard some of it. I've heard some of it. I'm not talking about what man says. I'm talking about what the scriptures.
Book said, yeah.
See, that's what I'm talking about. See,
Right.
But this is where I was going at. What book were you reading? And
So
Yeah.
one more thing.
see, now I was raised on King James
you can't
version.
believe every book you read because, like I said, there's so many different books right now.
Yeah.
Which one do you believe?
But think about who writing them.
All right, back to the black
Man.
thing.
Wrote them all.
Man.
Do you remember when God struck the earth with leprosy, with some people with leprosy?
Yeah.
So this is one question. If you don't think like, we talked about the black thing, that the people back then was black. So
It was
if they
all-
was
it was all
already
colors.
white, how did, like, the leprosy, you know what I mean, was
Yeah.
to normally make them white, and that was a disease.
It was. I
So,
agree with you.
so right. So you think the people back there was white? So what if
No,
they
no,
was
no,
already
no, no,
white?
no, no.
How
I
could
don't-
they
I don't
be
know.
white?
I don't know what color they was.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm just asking what you do believe.
I believe, see, I heard the story the other day. The preacher was preaching about this man didn't want to be pure. See, some things God got is a secret. We'll never be able to figure it out.
Right.
See,
Of course.
see,
That's
see.
So that's okay.
See, think about, see, man,
That's the case with God himself.
man try to be God. Man can create nothing. Man can create nothing. Everything man dealing with, we down here, and everything we see, it was here when we got here. And when they put you in the ground,
Right.
they gonna still be here.
Right.
See, that's what I'm talking about. See, God the creator, man is a maker. Man can't make a tree.
You know, you have a lot of wisdom. I like that.
Man cannot make no tree.
You're right.
He can't create no tree.
But you know what?
He
These
can-
days they're
but
trying.
But what he can do, he can make a tree,
Yeah.
but it won't be that type of tree.
I know what you're saying.
You see what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So now on this day, what you think about, like you just said, God makes everything. What they're
And he
doing
created
is to
everything.
create everything, right? These days they're making fake things like fruit
Yeah, what I'm talking
and
about. That's the only
trees
thing they can
and
do.
things like
Man
that.
is making it.
Man is making them.
That's what I
That's
say.
perfect.
Replica of God.
You see, but what I'm trying to tell you,
I'm sorry.
what I'm trying to tell you, man can create nothing. That's the difference in man and God. God creator, man is the maker.
Right.
See, and when you make something, you can try to imitate somebody, but you can't duplicate them.
Right.